rockets, but he'll be able to replenish. And there's some rockets as soon as he goes up his jump. Nope, they're not there. I lied. Aren't there rockets over there? I don't know. It's been a while since I played DM13.
Yeah, we just stole them.
Okay. Just want to make sure that
a bit of a shaky start there from DKT. But he's able to come back in quite a fashion.
Yeah.
Nice to see him step it up there. I think he knew that that was kind of a fluke, that first round of whiffed rockets, and now he's going balls out aggressive with the stack to boot. So Ouija's on the run, and that he will be for some time.
Yeah, I mean, even in that exchange, Destruct did so much damage with his lightning gun. You can see Ouija has a mere 25 armor, and Destruct just stole his yellow, so no luck for Ouija. Ouija should have been there, not here. Now, with Destruct's play, I mean, I think that we're going to see a pretty solid lockdown of items. One thing I really enjoy about Destruct's play is that he can be cautious when he needs to, but he has this sort of explosive aggression, which we might not really get to see in this matchup, because I think Destruct is feeling pretty comfortable. But when he's playing against somebody where the score's going to be really tight, and it really kind of takes Destruct's full arsenal of skill. No offense to Ouija there, but I do think Destruct just has the experience and everything. Coming from I believe it was an Unreal Tournament background, and just has a lot of really solid play and understanding of the game. Now, that being said, when Destruct look at these rockets coming out from Ouija, but Destructs are just slightly better, and the lava helping out just slightly. Destruct's able to pick up frag number 2, but that was a great exchange of rockets between them. Destruct has this great explosive aggression, and most of the time he's able to keep it in check. But when he uses it, it's like he will just plus forward into you until you die, and he uses that as a chance to basically change the momentum of the game. He just keeps pressing you until he can finally... oh, look at the rocket jump from Ouija!
What a move!
That was fantastic. Destruct barely saw it and caught the rocket in his temple. Fantastic move, tying up this game. Damn, that was sweet as hell.
I hope you were broadcasting that from Ouija's point of view, because I was watching DKT, and I didn't even see him come out of there. Usually, they from the red armor, people opt to rocket jump up through the slit in the ground there, but he rocket jumped straight up towards the bridge area, and man, that was a couple great rockets by Ouija. DKT did not have the stack to challenge, but he was going maybe a little bit too aggressive for his own good there. I thought he was going to be able to pull it off, but Ouija coming out of really nowhere with some excellent rockets, and this game is tied up at 2-2. Ouija with the stack advantage, and he's going to be able to get this red armor. I think he's baiting the red armor, or at least just throwing off the timing a little bit, trying to confuse DKT however he can, but one thing is certain. Yeah, Ouija has the advantage.
One thing I would say is, and this is something that I really haven't seen enough of Ouija's play to know whether or not this was intentional, but did he? I wonder if he really kept count on how much damage he had done. Like Rafa does this for sure, and most pros do this. They really know exactly how much damage they've done against you, even with a splash rocket. They're like, okay, that rocket was worth this much, and they're able to keep that tab. Now, Ouija, again, I don't think anyone would put him in the sort of pro category, but he is definitely semi-pro and up and coming, and it's the kind of guy where, he can put together moves like what we just saw, and he's able to go toe-to-toe against Destruct 2-2 5 minutes into this game. That's not a bad place to be. The lava, on the other hand, that is a bad place to be, so it's now 3-2.
Both Mega and Red spawned at the same time. Unfortunately, Ouija was not aware of that. He could have got that red armor underneath DKT's nose, but no dice. Now he's going to be baiting DKT out of the red armor area. DKT opting for the teleporter. Ouija not able to do as much damage as I'm sure he would have liked, but he is going to be able to get one yellow armor, and he's making hauling ass over to the second yellow armor. So Ouija actually has a better stack than DKT, even though DKT was able to get both the Mega and the red. Ouija did a little bit of damage and picked up 2 yellows, and he's doing just fine. Once again, red armor and
nice big rocket
spawning very close time.
Telegraph.
Oh, but
He telegraphed the drop to red. That was the biggest issue there. Destruct actually placed his rocket perfectly. That was a 100% 100 damage rocket from Destruct. And not only does it deny your opponent from getting anywhere near the red armor, look at this aggression from Ouija. This is insane because Destruct has 100 armor to work with here. And now we can see Ouija having a mere 80 health and at the time no armor. Really interesting aggression. Again, the rocket jumps are fun to watch, but that one that was insane. That was not a good time to do that.
Well, you know, it could have been a good time if his rockets actually connected. It could have been another crazy aggressive move that worked for him, but you know, rockets don't connect, and it's going to look horrible. If they do connect, it's going to look like a miracle push. And another frag there for DKT, widening the margin to 4 frags. Looking pretty comfortable going into the last 3 minutes of DM13. Ouija able to back off from his position, getting that red armor, and able to get the 50. So he's actually sitting quite pretty. Oh, eating some nice plasma by DKT. But I think that's enough. That's enough LG right there to push DKT out of position. That mega health is gonna give Ouija the confidence to move around the map and pick up the yellow armors. DKT's spamming some rockets around the corner, which was and another great rocket. Ouija still has the stack advantage though.
Yeah, but look at the clock though. I mean, if there ever was a time for Ouija to press and press his advantage, that was it. But the rocket spam from Destruct totally shut down Ouija's momentum. Now he's on the back side of the map, well, on the center map, but he's basically running around and basically forcing Destruct out of center. But that's not like the important play. You got to start making up the frags with only about 2 minutes 20 seconds left to go, and that's not happening. So yeah, we just got the monster stack. That's great, but Destruct's like, I can run now, right? Yeah.
Yep, totally allowing Ouija to continue to build on his monster stack. I'm pretty sure DKT, the seasoned veteran, is going to play in the shadows for the rest of this map, picking up the yellows where he can, doing corner damage like that, you know, kind of spamming entrances and exits. He's really staying out of Ouija's point of view. Oh, God. He knows that Ouija needs to be aggressive. He's using that to his advantage completely. That's just pro play right there. Ouija really had nothing to do with that.
Yeah.
No
So
place
Destruct,
in those battles.
Despite the beautiful maneuvering at the start of this matchup, Destruct is convincingly, put things back the way I think most people expected them to be. But I have to say, Ouija has shown us some really unconventional frags. The pair that he got were great. He definitely, I would say, outsmarted his opponent because one of them, Destruct, didn't even have Ouija on the screen. So, great ingenuity by Ouija, but of course, experience pays off. And oh lord, Destruct getting the perfect pop, and I'm surprised he wouldn't. He was definitely looking for the mid-air, but it didn't quite come together. He'll finish it up the old-fashioned way, 10-2. Let's take a look at the accuracies. 26% LG, 37 rocket, and we're down to 10-1 now. Ouija falling into the lava. Lava's claimed at least 2 there. Accuracy for Ouija, 23% LG, 31 rocket, 4% plasma. Always fun to see. But then, of course, this is a best of 3, so we will be seeing another map. Now, that being said, as we wind down the clock, Fish, I want to say welcome to ESL Alien, if he's with us here in Vent. Let me get a sound check.
I am.
Wonderful. How are you, man?
Good. A little worn out here.
I bet. Yeah, you're definitely throwing together. We've got a great pace of the matches. I'm loving it tonight. But as we wind down this match, why don't you tell us a little bit about the ESL America?
Well, this is going to be a lot more than a season. This is not just going to be simply IEM qualifications, especially for Quake Live. This is going to lead into National ESL, which is the American franchise now of ESL. So it is official that ESL is here to stay. We're going to set up, we plan on doing a lot of different things. Quake Live obviously is a game right now that we're concentrating on, and in doing that, we're going to qualify 8 players to head to New York City, and there's a pretty big process